We at Hifiman noticed that someone, naming no names, had decided to take apart a newly purchased Jade II amp. Aside from the question, why would someone do such a thing, we noticed that there were a number of discrepancies. We would hate to say lies, as we would like to think it was simply non-intentional factual inaccuracy. We are now going to elaborate on a few of the points of contention so that the community has a more accurate frame of reference. A number of claims were made, but we shall only look at 4 of them. If we were to go through everything, this would become a very lengthy post. First, there is a commitment regarding the IEC and its lack of safety. However, it is an integral part of the design and is required to pass certification for bodies such as the FCC to enable it to be sold to the public. Second, there was an assertion that the amp lacked grounding, alongside a photo that showed the 2 grounding wires having been disconnected from the chassis. In the image below, we will show you just where those 2 grounding connections are made. Third, we will address the claim that the Jade II amp is just a cheap copy of the Stax SRA-12S. Below, we show the schematics of both amps and clarify the differences in their configuration, and that the Stax unit uses a single-ended MOSFET to the Jade II using a differential op-amp in the preamp stage. Likewise, the power amp in the Jade is a transistor to MOSFET, where the Stax uses a MOSFET to transistor in its output. Note that the capacitance is not the incorrectly stated 65 pF, but is actually 5.49 pF. Lastly, we'll look at the headphone sockets. As can be seen below, the Jade II uses a 1k ohm resistor, and it was claimed that a 5k would be better, but functionally it makes little difference. Further, you can also see that the Stax unit has no resistor whatsoever to offer any protection. The original poster appeared to us to have a bit of an axe to grind. Not only were the above and other inaccuracies, but the post was filled with a lack of awareness. Multiple comments were directed more at China than at Hifiman, at one point stating, "Nothing from China is turned on here without being taken apart." It would seem that the poster set out not to examine the inside of the Jade II amp, but to reinforce an already established opinion.
Let's say China.
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 China. China.
This is a view of Hifiman's hometown near the Tianjin Olympic Stadium. Tianjin is a typical ordinary Chinese city compared with Beijing and Shanghai, where the living costs are over twice that of Tianjin.